what we decided to do as MPs is appear on as many platforms as we possibly could, just on an act of solidarity, basically, and to ensure that we did everything we possibly could to support Julian and his family and all those campaigning, and also those journalists like Stefania and others who courageously were reporting this case. And exactly as has been said, I'm afraid, very limited in the numbers that have, which is unfortunate. But I actually think that is a reflection of the scale of intimidation that's been waged against Julians, and that message that was going out is as they prosecute and persecute Julian Assange, it's a message to all journalists: if you step out of line, this is what's coming to you. And that's what's so dangerous about all of this. And yes, I visited Julian in Belmarsh. I've visited Belmarsh before to meet constituents, to be honest. It's a harsh regime, and you cannot fail, from what my experience with constituents, you cannot fail to notice it does have an effect on both people's physical and particular mental health. When I visited Julian, I was amazed at how buoyant he was at the time, but you could cut through all that to see just how much this has had an impact upon him. Just as an example, I think that month in his wing there have been 2 suicides already. So that's the nature of the Belmarsh regime. What Stefania asked me to do was, would I write to the CPO, the Director of Public Service, Director of Public Prosecutions, and would I write also to the former Director of Public Prosecutions with a set of questions, because it was trying to get the information about this issue, about the how can you say really? So I'm trying to find non-emotive words for it, but the shredding of files, etc., which was bizarre really. Who in any organisation, when they retire, what organisation, other organisation, when someone retires and there's a continuing case, the files are then shredded. It is just hardly credible, is it really? That was the first thing. The second issue, you'll have to remind me of the question. The second one was, if this has happened in this case, under whose authority, and was the Director of Public Prosecutions informed, etc. And then the next one, I think, was about how often this has happened over the last decade. Is this a common practice? That's all.
And also about Kier Starmer, because
I'm trying to not name him, but no.
Well done.
I'm a journalist, I leak.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to build up to a climax on that one. Anyway.